What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to answer the age-old question: will fruit make you fat? So, we all know that fruit is super healthy. With all the nutrients and phytonutrients, it prevents a lot of diseases like certain types of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, a lot of other diseases, and it reduces overall mortality. This study found that eating 5 doses of fruit and veggies a day could make a difference of 3 years in our lives, could extend our lives by 3 years. In reality, eating 1 piece of fruit a day can extend our life by 19 months. 19 months, 1 year and a half, just by eating 1 apple a day. Now that's a good deal. But the question is, can you eat too much fruit? Will fruit make you fat? Well, for the purpose of this video, when I'm talking about fruit or fructose, I'm talking about real fruit and real fructose that comes from fruit. Not the processed one or isolated fructose, because that's just plain sugar and it will be as bad for you as regular sugar. So when I'm talking about fructose, I'm talking about the fructose in the fruit itself. So one of the reasons that people think that fruit will make them fat is because fruit has sugar. And sugar is bad. Sugar makes you fat, so fruit will also make you fat. Fruit will also give you that insulin spike, right? And not really. This is what happens to our insulin levels when we drink 1 cup of water with 3 tablespoons of sugar. We have an insulin spike, and after that, a huge drop, and our levels go back to being worse than they were before. But what if you added 1 dose of berries to that water? I mean, it's more sugar, right? It's the sugar from the 3 tablespoons and the sugar from the berries, which in this case is the equivalent of 1 tablespoon. So it's a total of 4 tablespoons of sugar. What would happen? The insulin spike is lower. Not only the insulin spike is lower, but the levels stay stable for longer and there's no huge drop. Another example, this is our insulin levels after eating white bread. And this is our insulin levels after eating the same white bread, but with a dose of berries. And the result, with the berries, is very much better. This happens for a lot of reasons. In the first case, because you're not just drinking the water, you're eating something solid, so your digestion will be slower. But that's not even the most important thing. The most important thing is the fiber in fruit and a large number of other compounds that can help regulate insulin levels. So that's it. Can you eat all the fruit you want? Can you eat 20? Can you eat 30? Can you eat 40 pieces of fruit a day? Well, the toxicity levels for fructose are about 50 grams, but that's just like 3 or 4 pieces of fruit. But again, 50 grams for isolated fructose, not fructose in the form of fruit. There's this Harvard Health letter that shows that fructose is only bad when isolated, not in the form of fruit, and that fruit is beneficial pretty much in any amount. In this study, the participants ate 20 pieces of fruit a day and it only showed benefits. Nothing negative, only benefits. Benefits when it comes to body weight, arterial pressure, insulin levels, everything. And in this other study, they also ate 20 pieces of fruit a day, and again, just benefits. They had a huge drop in bad cholesterol actually. So yes, fruit seems to be beneficial in any amount. But this is in terms of health, not in terms of gaining weight. Because in order to understand the relationship between fruit and gaining weight, you need to understand 2 basic concepts: the energy balance and de novo lipogenesis. Energy balance is basically the difference between the calories that you eat and the calories that you spend. If you eat more calories than those that you are spending, you're going to gain weight. If you eat less, you're going to lose weight. It's that simple. So in this case, yes, fruit can make you fat if fruit is a thing that makes you go over your daily calories. But it's not the fruit itself, it's not the food itself that makes you fat, it's the calories, the caloric surplus. Don't go eat 5,000 calories of fruit a day and then come complaining to me like, yeah, fruit makes me fat. Of course fruit makes you fat, you're eating 5,000 calories a day. But is all caloric surplus the same? No. And this is when de novo lipogenesis comes in. De novo lipogenesis means the new production of fat. The new production of fat from the foods that you take in. And we as humans are very, very inefficient in converting carbohydrates to fat in our bodies. We are much more effective in converting fat that we eat, to fat in our bodies. So no, eating 5,000 extra calories of fat is not the same as eating 5,000 extra calories of carbohydrates, because the fat will turn into fat easier than the carbs. In this study they compared two calorie restricted diets, one without fruit and the other one with fruit. And they found out that even with both diets being in caloric restriction, the fruit group lost more weight. Besides that, we need to look at the fact that fruits are usually high volume and low calorie foods. That means that if you are trying to lose weight, you can use fruits to be full faster, to eat a lot of volume and to get little calories. Of course, it's better to do that with veggies because they are even less caloric dense, but fruits are also great and they taste amazing. So to close this video, does fruit make you fat? No, fruit does not make you fat. What makes you fat is the caloric surplus. So fruit can make you fat if you eat above your caloric maintenance, but fruit itself will not make you fat, and it's incredibly healthy. I mean, a lot of your calories should be coming from fruit. So for your health, eat as much fruit as you can, seriously. For me, during the summer, because I have some fruits at home and there's a lot of fruits in here, I eat anywhere between 6 to 10 or sometimes a little bit more fruits than that. In the winter I go for 3, 4, 5, something around that, but I feel so good on the summer when I eat a lot of fruits, so I highly recommend you to do it. So that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully I answered all your questions. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I will be happy to answer. Like the video if you like the video. Share this video with your friends that think that fruit will make them fat or that fruit has sugar, so therefore it's bad for you. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace!